1212. What's the podcast? 1212. What's the podcast? Episode 127. We are back in full effect. DJ Jerome Baker III live from Washington D.C. Shout out to my man, always available hashtag Streetwear Eddy.
What's good, Rome?
And don't charge Abdul, aka if you're watching this, you see what it's hitting for. But if you're listening to this, it's don't charge Abdul, aka Ron DeSantis. Okay.
Rome trying to really spread this narrative that Abdul's a Republican.
Abdul's a
Your name
Republican,
can't be Abdul and be a Republican.
That's what I'm saying. Like
That's not true at all.
Those are two things that don't go hand in hand.
No, you're gonna change your name.
You live next door to John McCain, bro. You grew up in Arizona with John.
No. Listen,
Meghan McCain is your homie.
No.
You went to his funeral.
She lives in Baltimore now.
But
You know what I mean?
you know where she lives, of
Ooh.
course,
She lives in
course.
Baltimore.
She was with you at what's the name of that hotel you go to out there?
The Hotel Revival.
revival. Shit.
She came to your party at the revival.
Stupid.
I didn't DJ a party there. I just hung out.
You were hanging out with her. Listen, Impulse did say you had a little snow bunny with you in B-More, and
Little
I didn't
soiree.
want to ask any questions. You took her to the Swan, wined and dined her, and come to find out it was Megan.
Not true.
Listen.
So here's the thing about it, right?
Come on.
There's
Rome.
a senator by the name of Nikki Haley. She's
Okay.
she's an Indian woman, right?
Okay.
But her real name is not Nikki. Her real name
course
is like
not.
Nikisha,
Nihandra.
blah, blah, blah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you instead of being don't charge Abdul, you're gonna change your name to Alan. You know what I'm saying? So it's very
damn.
like don't Alan. You know what I'm saying?
Alfred. I should change it.
Albert.
Albert is a real Republican name. Yeah.
Albert Ferguson, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Okay.
Is the AKA. So when
All
you
right.
see that name, just know that is Abdul doing
Okay.
Trump's work, and you know what I'm saying. We're just gonna
Doing
it is.
Trump's work.
So
We're
good.
back. I'm glad to be back, though. Missed y'all. What's up?
For sure.
Episode 127. Yeah, I mean, I was on vacation last week. It was well.
That shit looked like
well-deserved,
work
well
more than
over.
vacation.
You,
I did
you
all. I just
making
did nothing
money.
but work.
That shit
Made a
was
lot
work.
of money.
Mm.
I'll be back in October, and then I'll be back in November.
Tell
and I'll
the
be
people
back
where
in
you went. Where
December.
were you?
I was
Phoenix?
back home in Arizona. Yeah, back in Phoenix. Phoenix, Tempe, Mesa, Chandler, everywhere. Wherever.
Scottsdale.
Go to Scottsdale.
What's
I
the birds
got
looking like in Scottsdale?
Fantastic.
That's
fantastic.
the spot to go to for the birds, right? Not
Yeah,
Tempe,
yeah.
not Mesa, not Phoenix.
Now, Tempe has ASU. You know what I'm saying? And Phoenix is like
Okay.
8th Street vibes. You know?
Oh,
what I'm
Phoenix
saying?
really?
is- Okay.
Downtown Phoenix is like 8th Street vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like dive bars and just like real cool spots. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But like, but
Mixed crowd or?
yeah, for sure. Phoenix also just I believe it overtook Philly as the 5th or 4th biggest city in the country.
Okay.
And so like, and this is just Phoenix itself. This doesn't necessarily count for
Like the surrounding
Um,
areas.
Scottsdale, Tempe, Mesa, Chandler, et cetera, et cetera. So home is fantastic. We caught a nice, it wasn't hotter than I think 100 for the 7 days we were out there,
Jeez.
which in August is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, it was 109 today. You know what I mean? So, but the weather
God
was
damn.
great. The tacos, I probably ate, I can't even tell you, man, 50 to 75 tacos was great.
They're small though.
No, we
You
go
can
to
go
the-
through them shits in 2 bites.
Nah, we go
Yeah.
to the real spots, man. We go to the like. There's nobody. They don't even want us in their real spots. You know what I mean? But the weather was great. Like I said, I mean, we did some running, did some walking, just steadily getting back to where I need to be.
Hell yeah.
Did you go by any shops out there? Any
Yeah, went to
undefeated
Manor.
trips or
went to
Manor?
Manor. Yeah, went to Manor and undefeated. Nothing. Like if you wanted to have Nikes, you could have Nikes. Let me put it to you this way.
They still have shit on the shelf, is what you're saying.
Not fire though, but just stuff. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But let me put it this way: if they took what was on the shelves and put that at Commonwealth,
Yeah.
fly out. Just because
Okay.
of the clientele that's coming
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Commonwealth
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Well,
That
also the
stuff-
city. The city
The city.
is
Right.
more put on.
Yeah, I
think.
mean,
Is that that's what you're saying?
undefeated is in the coolest strip mall in all of Phoenix though, and Manor's in the second coolest strip mall and all. So they're in the right places. They're across the street from 3 different high schools, so they got the
Yeah.
kids that go over there after.
Is there like a big streetwear scene out there?
It's big. It's big enough. It's a
Yeah.
little
It's getting
different.
there, if
it's,
not.
it's a little different. You know what I mean? But it's
like-
definitely there.
Republicans with cool shoes.
A lot of Well, I mean, Abdul would be able to
I mean,
identify that.
I feel like that's what it is. I feel like
It
it's
looks like
like
he's asking you.
khaki shorts and Yeezys.
I feel like he's directing it to the wrong person. Abdul, how do you feel about it?
Listen.
I'm just asking. I feel like that's the wave now.
I
It's
feel like Yeezys have jumped the shark, and Yeezys are the least cool shoe in America.
I mean, that's what
right
they
now.
wear. That's what they wear.
But they do wear them heavy out there in Arizona. But all the limited stuff, it touches. I don't even think Undefeated gets the stuff to the Phoenix store.
Yeah,
unfortunately, I think LA eats it all up. If
Damn.
if Phoenix gets anything, I heard they get.
They're like the
Europe,
bastard stepchild. That's fucked up.
like
I mean, if
40.
it's not moving, what's the point of sending it?
Yeah, but they should have something there, like especially like that collab that came out, the Dunk versus Air Force. I wonder if they got it out there. They had to have, because that was an undefeated collab.
I mean, they might have gotten 8 to 12 pair.
Like
That's
the
right.
employees probably got them.
But Undefeated themselves is going to get how many pair? Like, a couple hundred maybe. So, I mean, shout out to our man VJ. You guys all know VJ, right?
That's the homie. Hell yeah.
VJ just posted. VJ don't work for Undefeated. He don't do that. He just posted both the Dunks and the Air Force One.
The ones that are not even out yet.
The all
Yeah,
black.
but that's
Dunks.
like Adrian's right hand man.
those aren't out yet.
All I'm saying is that those easily could have went to Phoenix. No disrespect.
You just
to VJ.
snitched. Did you just snitch, Eddie?
Facts
He
are facts,
definitely
yo. How did I snitch? You didn't say they were in his possession. You said he posted a picture.
Well, I'm telling you,
He could have been at his crib. Oh, well, then you snitched.
He was at his crib. He was at his crib, posted 6 different shoe boxes.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them were the undefeated. So all I'm saying is I don't think Phoenix gets its fair share, right?
Right.
But what I'm saying, that's not for me to worry about because I don't work at the Undefeated in Phoenix. I don't even live in Phoenix currently. In the future, though, you know what I'm saying? There's some opportunities coming around. That Scottsdale nightlife is really about to take off in the next 18 months.
What's the
Might
vibe
have to be
out
like,
there?
yo, gotta just send the PJ, fly you out for the night.
I'm trying to do like a 3-night thing every 4 weeks. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, so, what did you about to say, Eddie?
I said, what's the vibe like out there? Just
Stop. I mean, like, they just want to hear
it's
rap.
it's not like the vibe out here.
They just want to hear rap, and you sprinkle in a couple house songs that are popular. But
Yeah.
You get anything pregnant out there? This
absolutely
trip?
not. Nope.
Not
But,
this trip.
Not this trip.
No trips.
Next trip?
I have one.
One and done.
And she's here. But
Oh,
nevertheless,
okay. Respect.
there's a lot of opportunity out there, is what I'll say.
Yeah, they got
And-
bread out there.
And the amount of people that are moving there, there's probably, I'd say, 5. Every city that we just named, Mesa, Tempe, Chandler, Phoenix, and Scottsdale, has their own nightlife district. Some are better
Okay.
than others. So the ones that aren't good are trying to catch up.
Do
to
they
the
like
ones that are
cross
better.
contaminate? The people from Tempe go to Phoenix, or like they kind of stay in their own little zone?
Tempe, you graduate to Scottsdale.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Tempe,
Sometimes
like-
it's good to go to the ones that aren't super
The
popping
low key
yet.
ones.
Yeah, because you might catch something in there. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little
for
bit
sure.
easier to maneuver.
But like, Scottsdale on a Saturday night is superstar status. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah,
that
I don't
is-
want to be there. Well, I do, but
You too.
no, I'm saying like if I was like outside, like I would want to be there, but every now and then I want to go to like the low key joint and like
Yeah,
be the
I mean,
king over there.
That's kind of what downtown Phoenix is for. You know,
What's
what
the
I'm
what's
saying?
the
Like,
what's the mask situation in the club look like?
Zero,
in the club?
non-existent.
Zero.
Non-existent.
I was the only person wearing the club. But I went downtown Phoenix to see an artist by the name of Dame Funk. Dame
Yep.
Funk is super dope. He had a concert on my birthday, which was August 18th. Just this
Yep.
last
Happy
Wednesday.
belated.
Happy
Thank you.
belated.
And in the little dive bar spot, which is very similar to like a 930 DC 9 type spot, I'd say it was half and half. People wearing masks, people not wearing masks. So like I said, Phoenix is one thing, Scottsdale is different. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
was definitely happy to see the amount of people wearing masks in there, but then I was not surprised when I didn't see people wearing masks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, like Scottsdale, they get it in.
Speaking of your birthday, how did it feel to for Virgil to wish you happy birthday?
listen, man, it's a very interesting thing. Basically, I had exclusive sneaker access, whatever you want to call it, for the off-white dunks, sitting in my email inbox for 2 hours, and I didn't even know it was there. And by the time I looked up, I said, "Yo, I got them." They had a 8 and a 15 left.
Did you
So
grab one?
I took the 8. I should probably
Yeah.
took the 15. You know what I'm saying? But
Nah, you go with the 8.
took the 8. So
I think the 15 probably get you more money though.
That's what I'm thinking too, though, right?
Get
It's
that-
harder to move those though.
Not, I mean, StockX will move them.
I mean, listen, I'm not gonna say what race, but we all know who gets the 8s, and they got bread.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
fact.
for sure.
That's
for
a
sure.
fact.
I think the 8 is a little bit more universal
Yeah,
with men and women.
and women,
right?
exactly.
So that's my thinking, right? So I had a couple offers already for them. I don't even know which ones I got, but according to Nike Talk, if you look at because mine get here tomorrow or Wednesday. So according
Sure?
to Nike Talk, yeah.
FedEx got
Unless FedEx got them.
I mean, mine are supposed to be delivered tomorrow.
Okay.
So, but according to Nike Talk, if you look at like whatever you like all the codes and all the stuff on your order, you can decipher what color you got.
So what color you
So,
got?
I didn't do all that, man.
You didn't decipher?
I mean, no, I don't care. I mean,
It don't
unless I
matter.
get,
They size
think-
8. You're not wearing them. It don't matter.
I think if you get the 1 or the 50, those are the two.
Those are
highest
the ones,
selling.
are the coveted ones, right?
Yeah, those are the coveted ones because those are the ones that have the like the platinum silver swoosh. And
Yeah.
the 50 is black and the
Aren't they
the
all
one is
kind of
all white.
coveted?
No,
Yeah,
I
but
think
those
because
two-
of the numbers of 1 and 50 being the first and the last one, I think people are going for
is
those
it the
a little
first?
bit more.
Is it the first and last one? It's not like it's like
No.
1 of 50. It's like
No, it's
one
just
colorway
numbered.
of 50.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm hearing, Omar won them twice on sneakers.
Little O?
Little Omar from Commonwealth won 2 pairs on the same account.
How?
He got one email one day, and it was the one with the orange laces, and he got another email another day, and it was the royal blue laces.
Damn,
So
he be
the-
sneakers app like shit watching all the videos.
the
I
thing
don't think
that's
he
crazy,
does, but he's also been hitting a lot recently. He hit on the Sakai fragments. He hit
Yeah.
on some other shit, and then he hit on 2 pairs of the Virgil Dunks.
well, shout out to V&L. V&L has been on the same sort of run as well. He
Shout out
hit
to
on-
everybody who hit us up and told us they won,
hit-
except for Eddie and I.
No
I think,
bullshit.
The day
Shout
that
out
I
to
hit,
Oz won. Big Dave Ostrov hit.
yeah, but the day that I hit, 7 other people that I know hit. You
Yeah,
know what
that's
I'm saying?
crazy.
Like it was just that, but it's okay. So my brother is like upset.
Your brother
You know what
hit
I'm
too,
saying?
right?
He's like, "Yo, this is whack." Da, da, da.
Boom.
Next
Hits.
day, he
They
FaceTimes me
laced
like,
him.
"Yo, boom, I got it." You know what
Virgil
I'm saying?
laced him because it was
Virgil.
yeah.
You know
Shout
what
out to
I'm saying?
Virgil.
So, nevertheless,
Did your
yeah,
brother
God
get his
damn.
size?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Oh, that works.
Yeah.
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 I believe he got his size.
So vacation was
Yeah.
good, huh?
Vacation was great, man. Like I said, honestly, it's looking like I'm gonna try to be out there as much as possible because the nightlife is improving.
It's bubbling out there.
I'm improving, and there will be too many opportunities and not enough talent by the end of this year.
True.
And this has been forecasted. Like
How many
they
other
already know.
DJs are out there like on like a residential type basis that are like playing out there that's making some noise? Not that many?
Not that many. There's a ton of DJs, obviously.
Yeah, but like are you plugged in with like the quote unquote like
yeah.
4 or 5 people that are like making noise out there?
Are they all
I'm-
white?
No, there's a mix. There's white, black, Mexican, a lot of Mexicans.
Okay, good.
You know what I'm saying?
Good.
But
All right.
but I am able to come through and I sound like an East Coast DJ.
Yeah, they need
I
that.
mean, you are East Coast DJ, let's
right.
be honest.
So it sounds so different to everybody out
Yeah.
there that it's just a breath of fresh air, and you know what I mean. I got
it's
tips.
authentic,
It's
man.
different.
It's authentic. It's you can't play East Coast hip hop if you're not. I mean, like you can't play it right. Like you play in the clubs out here that you know the proper audience to play that.
You
type
know
of
where to
music. So
drop
when you
it.
bring that vibe out there, it's genuine and authentic.
Correct. Also, just real quick, episode 127. What's the podcast? The name of this episode is Abdul is a Republican. So just
That
don't get
is
it
not
twisted.
the name of this episode.
I posted on Instagram, bro. So nevertheless, but basically, they are getting such an influx of people. Like I said, they got so many people. They're the 4th, 5th biggest city in the country now. That there are just tons and tons of nightlife districts and opportunities popping up.
You
So
run
I
into
did-
Griselda out there?
Nah, I did not. Like I said, Dave Funk was the only one we saw. There's a ton of basketball players who do their off-season training out there.
Yep.
There's also a lot of football players because they're done in January. So there's a lot of
Big white girl vibes out there.
that, but just a lot of like Exos. I don't know if you guys know what Exos is, but it's like a performance training center. So all of those like pre-draft places that the guys go out and work out, there's a ton of
The
those.
trainers all based out of Phoenix.
They're all based out of Phoenix. So
Yeah,
everybody,
you know, my
every-
man Omar used to do that. He went to Howard, played football for Howard, played in Canada in the CFL, and he was doing all his training and all the athletes that he was training. He was based out of Scottsdale, actually.
Yep.
Scottsdale has nothing
Yeah.
but land.
Shout out to O-Dog.
And there's a lot of warehouses, just
Mm-hmm.
converted warehouses for whatever reason. So you get you a 35,000 square foot warehouse. You put some big fans in there. You throw
Gym.
some
Yeah,
turf,
set
throw
up
some
shop.
turf down,
Yeah, it's a
couple
gym.
weights, couple basketball courts. Get a good cameraman. Boom, you're in the game. You know what I'm saying? And with Arizona, it's very, very, very. And I'm learning this the hard way because I'm not where I need to be. But it's very, very uh, taxing on your body to be overweight, right? Like it physically hurts. It sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to be in shape. So I know there's certain places where fitness is a $1 billion industry. In Arizona itself, it's probably like $1 billion industry.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
one of my homeboys is a plastic surgeon out there too, and man,
Killing
he's
it.
killing it,
Killing it.
Yeah.
killing it. Plastic surgeon to the stars.
I knew a girl that got enhancement for her 18th birthday. We weren't
That's
even
that
we
should
weren't-
be illegal.
now, mind
Like
you,
her,
this is
like her parents bought her the enhancement.
when we were 18. This is her high school graduation birthday. Like I think I got like I don't know $100, something like that. I don't know. She came out to the party the next day and was like, bam, sore,
some
taped
big
up, whatever.
old titties.
Yeah, she wasn't even done growing. She wasn't even done growing.
That's
yet.
crazy. That should be
You know what I'm
illegal.
saying? It should be, but
Yeah.
we live in a TikTok era now. You know, what I
It
mean?
wasn't
So
TikTok back then, though.
Nah, but
Listen,
her parents were bugging.
that was
They were probably going through
1998.
divorce, trying to keep her happy.
That was 1998. You know what I'm saying? It
Damn.
was 23
Sheesh.
years ago, right? So
Yeah.
so basically episode 127, we just spoke about the should
Wait,
Nike-
Eddie, where were you at? You were here?
I
What
was
did
here,
you
yeah. Not much, man. I've been posted up at the crib, man. I've been chilling, man. I started with this personal trainer. Been hitting that once a week, trying to get in shape on my room kick.
Okay,
That's
okay.
it. Yeah,
All right.
that's it. Nothing crazy. Just trying to lay low.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How
Where
was
was you at?
Martha's
You was out of
Vineyard?
town?
How was Martha's Vineyard, Abdul?
You was at the Inkwell?
I was at the Inkwell with the family. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I went up there for a few days and hung out with the fam, and I got a little bit sick up there.
Caught the
I don't-
COVID?
I thought I caught the COVID. I'll be honest.
You got tested though, right? Or not?
Of course. I got tested. I got the rapid. I got the anti-gen joint, which tells you right away. I got the PCR where they take the shit to the lab. And I just said it was just my allergies were acting up, and
Yeah.
I was just congested. But I can't front. I was like, yo, I caught it, and because I felt sick. But but other than that, everything was straight, man. We had a good time, and hung out at the beach. And there's a bridge out there called Jaws Bridge, which is for those that don't know, Jaws, the movie, was filmed in Martha's Vineyard.
Yep.
So there's actually a bridge out there called Jaws Bridge that a lot of people jump off of, and you jump into this little channel that connects the lake to the ocean. And my 9-year-old actually jumped off of that. So
I saw that.
I was super proud of her for doing that, man. She was fucking fearless, bro.
Yeah, that's fire.
Literally hopped up on that railing and just boom,
Boom.
flew off. Yeah, and we had a family friend that was with us, and he's like 12 or 13 years old.
Shook.
Shook once, like
Yeah.
cue up Mob Deep right there. Like he got up on the railing.
I would have pushed him.
If he was my kid, I really wanted to push him.
Yeah.
Like I have it on video. It's some of the funniest shit ever, man. I mean, his legs were shaking. It was just.
How high is it? Like 20 feet?
I mean, yeah, it's about 20 feet.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
For a 9-year-old, that's
maybe
impressive.
a little bit, maybe a little bit more. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah.
And then you're jumping standing up on the railing, so it makes it a little bit higher.
Yeah.
But it was cool, man. We had a good time. Yeah. So that was it. Went out there and then came back. Barack had just had his birthday party out there. So it was lit out there, man. It was fucking crowded. It might be the most crowded I've seen the vineyard in a long time.
Yeah, I mean it's the hot spot for a lot of people nowadays. So there's got to be another.
Yeah.
You got to find something else next summer. You know what I'm saying? Cape Cod, maybe. I don't know. How they do it.
Nah, he's still at the Inkwell.
You know what I'm saying? But episode 127, we can go two ways with this. We can either talk about this third shot in Abdul's Nike sneaker plan,
Yo, got the
Or-
rollout ready.
or
Mm-hmm.
we can talk
Or
about
what?
what I just put in the group chat, which we're
Oh,
hoping
let's see
to
it.
get to the party tomorrow night.
You're kidding me.
Very limited edition.
Let's talk about this, and then we'll go into
So,
the third shot after that.
Obviously, you're not. We'll put this. In
Well, that was the next
in
topic,
Instagram
anyways.
post.
If you
Yeah.
look on the topic,
Let's switch it up.
So we'll put this in the Instagram post. So everybody will talk about it real quick. But what we're speaking about is the Darlin Nikki crates. Right?
The phenomenon that's been sweeping the
The
nation.
phenomenon with the crates has just been so.
I think that shit is
insane.
stupid, man.
I think it's
Here-
awesome.
That
I
shit is
think-
stupid.
I just want to know. I really want to know, where did everybody get these crates from?
You get them behind
At the-
7-Eleven.
No. But I'm saying at the same time.
Yeah.
Nothing's been
Your
this
local
coordinated.
corner store.
Dude, no
Nothing's been-
bullshit.
But nothing's been this coordinated since the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
That's
Like,
true.
like,
Like, how
nothing-
did this start?
Because
exactly.
everybody does everything for the gram, dog.
But bro,
No, but
everything
who's
has
the
been-
first person who was like, "Yo, we need
Exactly.
to start a crate challenge"?
We're gonna find out.
I'm gonna look it up. Who
So
started?
nevertheless, man, the crate challenge is a worldwide phenomenon. I just saw a British crate challenge. it was really bad. It was the worst one I've seen. I
Was it,
saw
were
one.
they eating like cranberries and shit?
Nah, it was like their crates were whack. You know what I'm saying? They had like
They
the
got
bread
different
crates.
They got like wooden crates,
They had like the bread crates. You know how the bread ones are
like
like
bread baskets.
yeah, you know how they're like wide or whatever like that. Like so yeah, I mean there's just a ton of obviously
Yo,
attention
I've seen
being
some injuries that.
Yo,
Oh my
incredible.
god.
I mean
Yo.
there's everything from punctured lungs.
Yo.
I saw a broken ankle.
like money landed on one dude landed on his face, like literally on his
Yeah.
face.
It's
I mean,
literally faces kissing the ground
again
all
nothing,
over the place.
Nothing has,
Jamaican dude.
nothing has been more just sort of what's the word I want? Like I said, organized. I've never seen anything this organized before. Like literally, like you can't even remember the last time you saw something go viral across the world in this short amount of time.
Yeah.
Since the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
What's
That's
the most
facts.
impressive one that you've seen? Because
I
there've
saw-
been a couple of good ones. The
I
dude
saw-
rolling weed as he's
I
going
saw-
up.
The dude did it walking backwards. That shit was fire.
in Manassas, Virginia.
Yeah. He did it backwards.
I saw Shorty with the stilettos who
I
did
saw
it.
that. I saw
That
that.
was
The
kinda
one-
impressive.
The Manassas one was funny because they really.
Wait,
thought
what
they
was
were
the
like-
Manassas one? What
He
did
did
he do?
it backwards.
He did it backwards, but
That's
they were
kind of
just
ill.
But they just felt like they were really representing, like, yo, we in Manassas, Virginia,
Oh
son.
my
Yeah.
God, they were
Mad
like, yo,
real out here. We in a project. I'm like, fam, y'all in the projects.
you don't have no
Manassas.
projects out there, bro.
I mean,
Relax.
they got government housing out there.
Yeah, it was definitely government housing.
They
But
definitely do.
It's like
It's,
old army housing, probably. Nevertheless,
You know what? Google says that Surveillance Studios, a multimedia production business, appears to have been the first to post
To
footage
post
of the challenge. A guy known as White Mike is seen successfully completing the challenge. Why got to be white? Oh wait, no. White Mike is the guy who
Rolled
the
was
blunt.
rolling a blunt
Rolled the blunt,
as he
yeah.
walks.
he's
up.
not-
Oh, he
he's
was the
not
first
white.
guy to be. No, he's not white. But
Yeah.
I think he was the first guy to successfully do it on a level
Yeah.
like that.
yeah.
So-
I mean,
the-
while rolling a blunt.
Yeah,
the problem-
definitely
the
while
prob-
rolling a blunt.
the problem, I think, that if you see about it, is that a lot of this was minority based.
Yeah.
Right.
And then what happened is you see like these white guys do it, and they're like bodybuilders, and they do it.
Yeah.
at the
Fucking
gym, and,
themselves
like,
up.
No, but they did it. You know what I'm saying? But people
Yeah,
were
they-
just like, people were like, well,
Go away.
well, it's over now. They were
Yeah.
like, that was nice. Like we had a good time. Like, you know what I mean?
Every
So-
time white people come through and just start doing a challenge started by black people or people of color, they ruin it. That's just how life is. Every
Yeah.
single time. We see the bodybuilder dude.
I
with
mean, nobody
lifting
wants
weights.
to see you do that shit in the gym.
Nah, shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get
basically.
out of here.
So I mean, obviously, there's a lot going on with the crate challenge. If you go to Snoop Dogg's Instagram, I believe he has 23. Excuse me, he may have more at the time of this recording, but last time I checked, he had 23 separate Instagram posts, and
Yeah.
all Snoop writes is Whelp 23,
Yeah.
Whelp 18,
And people just
you know,
dying on them.
I think the
Dying.
funniest one might have been the fat Spanish dude who started trembling on top when he was at the
He landed on his face.
yo, he landed so badly.
Yeah. He started shaking.
And it's taken over the world because I actually
Let me
just saw the one in Jamaica today where the dude actually
He had it too.
he hurt
had it.
himself.
But he had it. He had it.
He jumped up in the air on purpose to land and crush his balls on the crate on purpose.
Yeah.
He chose violence to himself on purpose, and I don't even understand it.
There was the one where the kid kicked somebody down.
That one was cool. That was a grown ass man.
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
I mean,
What do you do if somebody does that to you?
I'm finding the kid.
I'm
finding you.
Yeah.
I'm finding the kid.
If you're in the crowd with me and somebody does that,
nah,
I'm gonna
that kid needs to be hemmed up.
I'm gonna put him in one of them crates.
Yeah, stuff him in the crate.
No bullshit.
No, like I'm gonna find the kid. Like I would just be like,
let me ask you a question. Do y'all think y'all could do it?
Of course,
not with my knees. No,
I can do that shit.
I mean, I think I could do it. I'm not gonna try it, but I think I could do it.
I'm light as a feather.
Listen, come to Darling Nikki.
I'm nimble on my toes.
That's a lawsuit. Don't do that in Darling Nikki.
Nah, do it there so that we can.
You're gonna have like waivers and shit.
Somebody's gonna slip on some beer.
We got proof of vaccination tomorrow night just to get in.
Oh shit, I like that.
Yeah, we got to do that. So
that shit gonna be slight. That shit gonna be slight though.
It might. You know what though? We already just said like we're prepared for it to be slight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, that's cool. You got me
right. But the craziest part is the people's reaction. That like,
did you already post that?
We posted it, right? So there's been DMs, there's been comments. These people are upset that we chose to add this to the function.
If you don't care about my well-being, I don't care about you.
Stay home. You know what I'm saying? I told a couple of people, I was like, yo, I respect what you're saying. And I was like, if you don't have proof of vaccination, I was like, feel free to stay home. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Like, and I explained it. I was like, I'm not trying to be like condescending or anything like that, but I was like, just feel free to stay home. I was like, maybe something will change, but I was like, as it stands now, and nobody really could feel some kind of way after I.
Is Capo doing that like on other nights too, or that this is you and Matthias?
I think we're actually the kickoff.
There's a few other places in the city doing it, but mostly restaurants, I think.
No. DC 9, 930, Anthem, a lot of the live music venues are doing it.
Yeah.
And just the way things are going, man. I mean, obviously, we saw today the FDA is fully authorized the Pfizer shot.
Yesterday,
so a lot of people,
fully approved it.
Fully approved it.
I saw a lot of people start going to go get a vaccine after that.
So
how many people were in there when you was getting yours?
Nobody.
So to the people listening, we wanna let you guys know. To the people listening, both Abdul and Eddie were able to get their third shot.
Booster.
Team early, we boosted.
And so basically what I saw was at this point, you're almost able just to walk in freely.
No, for sure.
No,
not
100%.
100%. No appointment needed.
No questions asked.
Yeah.
And so
all they asked for was my vaccination card, which I happen to have. You know what? My wife actually went before me. She went last week, and she didn't even have a card on her, but she was able to show them. You know what? I don't know if they gave her a new one, but she had a picture of it on her phone, her original one.
So did she have to manually write down the new joint in hers?
I'm not sure. Actually, that's a good question. I'll ask her. I think she might have gotten an updated card with all three in it now, like in person.
they probably wrote like the first two in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're absolutely right, Jerome. You're able to walk in and literally no appointment necessary. I don't know if it's like that anywhere else in the country, but here in Washington, D.C., we're not special. We didn't do anything crazy, nothing like that. That's literally what you can do.
Yeah, we just want it.
Nah,
so
you can just walk go get a fucking booster shot based on whatever shot you had, Moderna or Pfizer. They're offering both of those.
Yep.
I got mine today. I feel good. Eddie, you got yours yesterday.
I got mine yesterday. No symptoms.
No symptoms.
Nothing.
I'm good for now. My arm is sore as shit.
But that's every time.
Yeah, is yours still sore or is it going away now?
No, it's still sore. Okay, but it's like a lot more mild than it was yesterday. It'll be gone by tomorrow.
Yeah. It hurt like shit though. Like not when I got the shot, but right after it, I was like, "Fuck, it's already sore that quick."
It's bruised. Yeah, it's like a knot under your skin.
Yeah, and I was just like, "God damn!" But listen, I'm happy I got it.
Absolutely.
I think Rome going in next week. Silent Time going in next week, and we got to get vaxxed up, man. I think
next week you're gonna have to have next Darling Nikki. You're gonna have to be boosted to come in.
You got to be boosted to get in.
So listen, there's the party in New York City, Everyday People. You had to be vaccination. You had to be vaccinated and have a a negative test within 72 hours before the party. Not or, but and, right?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
really respect that. We're not going that hard body just yet.
Not yet.
But I think
that was
it
an outdoor
depends.
party too, wasn't it?
That was an outdoor party.
Yeah.
Well, it was outdoor and indoor. 'Cause
Okay.
They have an indoor component.
Y'all
too,
should do
but-
like the little the temperature gun to the forehead.
That
because
temperature gun is a waste of time.
Nah,
to be
when
honest.
I got my shot yesterday, they hit my forehead. They said if you over 99, we're not giving it to you.
I've never seen anybody over 99
I
with
mean,
that gun.
I
That
would
gun is
just-
like the most inaccurate form
I
of
don't-
taking temperature. I'll
You
be
think
honest.
so?
Yeah. You know, like the old school ones where you got to put it under your tongue,
Yeah.
or I don't know if you all remember this, but in Africa we had the joint they would put, or for kids,
on your-
put that joint underneath
On your
the
armpit. Yeah.
and those, and of course there's the you know,
Hey,
the
yo.
anal version, which
Hey,
you do
yo.
for little babies.
Hey, yo.
But I think the
Republican
anal
vibes.
one actually might be the most accurate one.
I'm gonna stick with under the tongue.
The same one,
Nah.
the same one that went in the ass goes in the
Nah.
tongue.
Nah.
You sure?
Nah.
Hey, yo.
Okay.
Hey, yo.
I don't.
Hey, yo.
I don't have no babies, so we won't make no mistakes up in my medicine cabinet.
What's the
Oh, man.
podcast? Episode 127.
Nah, but
Um,
sorry, Jerome. I was saying, I think the best way to get vaccinations out to the good people, I think Nike needs to step up and start allowing this exclusive access to people who are getting vaccinated. So if you're vaccinated, this is the new rollout Nike's
I think
doing.
everything that does a raffle.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I'm
yo,
saying?
you get vaccinated, you get an opportunity to.
Yeah,
you
you
don't
get
know
bumped-
what you're gonna get,
Or you
It
just
could
bump
either
up the
be-
front of the line.
Yeah, you get actual exclusive access to maybe a fucking GR that's coming out that's fire, a pair
Yeah.
of Jordans that's coming out something, or even like some high end shit, like shit that motherfuckers want, the Travis, something with real energy. You know what I mean?
You have like a real opportunity to win.
Yo, I think if that happens, we're gonna see a spike in fucking vaccinations. We could be in herd immunity by the time Virgil decides to drop another fucking shoe.
So here's
That
the
could
problem.
literally happen.
Here's
What do
the
y'all
problem.
think?
Here's the
Tell me.
problem.
Talk to me.
Nike is not people's favorite company as it currently stands.
They still want to get the Virgils. and
Hold
they
on
st-
though. Yesterday was 8/23, Kobe Bryant's birthday.
Yes.
Today's 8/24, which was technically
His
Kobe
numbers.
Day.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Okay.
Nike's done nothing because
His wife pulled out Nike from everything. though.
nevertheless, though, if you care about him as
Yeah, but
human,
they might not be allowed to be legally.
I think
You
they
know?
can post an image. I think
I don't
they
know.
can
I thought
post
I
an
thought it was
image.
till the end of this year or something like that. I thought that's when the contract expired.
All I know is PJ said get Nikes because they're not making no more. Right? So
Get Kobe's.
get Kobe's. I'm sorry. PJ was like, get as many Kobe's as you can because they're not making anymore. And
Yeah.
PJ is the guy. You know what
How
I
many
mean? So
how many Kobe's you cop?
I only have one pair because everything is so crazy on the secondary market
Yeah.
that
I have
what
a
I'm
few
saying?
pairs.
I'm gonna have to get my weight up a little bit. You're a Republican, I get it.
He got all the
Only
undefeateds.
Republicans can get the Kobe's?
They get more than one, yeah, for sure.
Come on.
I'm just saying.
824 Mamba? Come on.
You don't care about that.
I do.
You wouldn't even like. It could be like 731. You'd be like, okay, cool, whatever. You know. What I'm
But I
saying?
did get the Kobe's before Kobe passed. I haven't
would-
gotten the
you would-
pairs after he died.
You would care about like Leo Messi Day more. You know. What
That's a
I'm saying?
fact.
Okay. let's see.
But
He got that PSG Messi jersey.
Right,
no,
right,
I don't.
right.
I don't. Only,
But-
I'm not a PSG fan.
So listen,
Yeah.
episode 127. We need to give two big shout outs. One is to our guy, the internet's finest, Jay Slayer. Jay Slayer's
He got new IG.
because
He got
30-day
banned.
ban.
He got
He got
they put him on probation. 30
Wow.
days.
So I wake up, I get a new follow from Jay Slayer. I'm like, man, what's going on? So I hit him. I said, bro, what happened? He said, man, they ratted. He was very upset. Like you know when somebody's typing the paragraph on Instagram story and like it takes a minute. That thing, I'm like, uh-oh.
He like deleted it all, wrote it again,
Yeah, he
deleted
started
it, wrote
over
it again.
Full paragraph. I like, what happened? He said, man, they got me. I posted. He's like, yo, look what they still. He had examples. Like he was mad. He was like, they still got this up, but they banned me for this. Yada yada. I said, man, Slayer, it's all good, bro. So he really doesn't think he's gonna get his old account back.
He probably won't.
So he's supposed to
Somebody
be
hated on him.
terminated.
Somebody flagged
Yeah.
him.
So
And you know he was a private account too, so you couldn't even see his shit unless you were following him.
He made somebody mad. Some bird got mad at him.
And
flagged
Well,
him.
his content is very offensive to some
Yeah,
people.
but unfollow him. Don't flag him.
Yeah, that's a
Yo,
fact.
Jay Slayer is the best 7 a.m. And I know you shouldn't be on Instagram that early, but when you wake up,
Nah,
sometimes you
right
check
when
all
you're
your-
taking a shit, you're going through his fucking
and
feed.
you look at his
Oh my
timeline,
God.
You're like, yo,
it's hilarious.
it's been posted 3 hours earlier, like, and it's only 7 a.m. Like, dog, my guy's up at 4 a.m. just fucking going crazy on Instagram.
Yo, I'm sure.
And his
I'm
transitions with Dr. Omar are
my
fucking
God.
impeccable. Like the one where Omar just shows up and you see the music go off, ding, and it's just Omar's face. that shit is the best.
shout out to Jay Slayer. We'll make sure we tag him so that he responds in the comments to this.
Yeah.
And we
Shout out to
definitely want-
Dr. Omar too, who
Yeah.
posted it. I went through that video where he was on IG Live with the white Australian
Oh, I think I posted it. Yeah,
Muslim or something like that. Like that.
She was crazy. She wasn't.
I didn't get finished watching it, but
Yeah, Miss.
how did it end? Like he was polite to her. I didn't see he was being disrespectful.
No, he was polite. I think she ended up getting cut off, and then she tried to come back 3 hours later and wanted to have a conversation. He was
like,
"I'm over this." Yeah.
Nah, I'm over you.
We also want to give a shout out to Justin Tinsley, who is a Hampton University graduate, such as myself. He's also a journalist for ESPN.
Sure.
He dropped a very, very, very dope podcast, 30 for 30 podcast series, focusing on Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace Nipsey Hussle, and Nipsey's influence and involvement in the world of sports. So it's out now wherever you listen to your podcast.
I got to
app.
check that out.
Please,
I'm
man.
a big fan of the 30 for 30 series
yeah.
on
Big
ESPN
Dave-
visually.
Big
I
Dave
gotta
was the
listen
one
to
that
it on audio.
Big Dave was the one that told me to check it out. So I listened to my walk this morning. I was not prepared. I'm not gonna front. The first 10 minutes
Yeah,
look tough.
yeah.
Tough. You know what I'm saying? Tough. They replay a lot of the funeral. It's just it's in
man.
depth. So
Yo,
it's the
his brother's speech from the Staples Center still
greatest speech ever.
it still gives me chills on the back of my neck. Like it
Yeah.
still
So-
makes me so sad. I just could not understand how he had just lost a brother and he was so strong up there. Like I would have been fucking fragile like an
What does
egg.
that mean?
Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
That I believe, and you can't tell because it's a podcast, but I believe that Justin actually is speaking to the brother directly.
Oh,
right?
on the
So, like,
podcast.
on the podcast, yeah.
Oh,
because
shit.
what's
there
his
are
brother's
in-
name? Black King?
Black Sam.
Black Sam.
Black Sam. So I believe he's talking to Black Sam directly because the way in which Sam is talking and the story. I mean, they're talking everything. Ethiopia. I mean,
Yeah.
Eritrea.
Eritrea.
Excuse
Don't
me, they're-
yeah, you gotta
Yeah, no.
get
They're
that
talking.
right.
They're talking Eritrea. They're talking like just learning about just everything. Sports.
yeah.
You know, they live with their mom. Just a lot of just where I'm like, yo, he might have really talked, and nobody's talked to the brother
No.
at length. You know what I'm saying? In depthly. So that's what makes this
Not
even
media,
better.
at
Not
least.
media. Right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he probably didn't
believe-
want to talk to nobody.
No.
I believe these
Yeah.
I
episodes
believe
are
that.
45 minutes apiece. Everybody that I know, and on Twitter talking about, listen to it straight through. Like,
No,
because-
I'm glad you put me on. I just subscribed to it. I'm gonna start it during my run tomorrow morning and just
Yeah.
go through the whole
I'm
thing.
just telling you, at first 10 minutes, man, you just
That might be I might have
thug
to
out.
fast forward that a
you
little
have to
bit.
thug
man.
out. Now you can't though, because it sets the scene
Yeah.
for the whole. So all I'm saying is this: the first 10 minutes, you gotta just like, you just gotta like,
I gotta run and cry.
you gotta.
You just got to
exactly.
stay, like, started at the house.
Man, rest in peace to Nipsey, man. One of the greatest leaders we lost. I'll be honest.
Oh, yeah.
That one hurt so bad, man. That one, Kobe, because I'm not even a big sports fan, but he was with his daughter. Like that really fucked me up.
Yeah.
And the Kobe one was just so, and not to discredit his passing or their passing or anybody, it was just so random. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just
I mean, Nipsey, too.
yeah, but Nipsey, you know, it's gang violence, and so we've seen it before.
Well,
but with Kobe,
I think what you're saying is Kobe's was just it was an
Like, completely
accidental.
unexpected.
Yeah, it was accidental.
Yeah,
it
that's
was
what I'm
like
saying, like-
failure of machine. Nipsey's was more tragic because somebody really just took his life. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It could have
And
been avoidable. The helicopter crash, like how can you really avoid that? Like
You'd never know.
you like right, like if there's mechanical failure when you're on a helicopter, God forbid, or
Yeah.
on a plane, like chances of it ending badly are really, really great, right? But
100%.
Nipsey doing so much for his community, doing so much for his people, doing so much for the
Exactly.
city of LA, and for his life to be taken by somebody else that he knew right there, right in the center of it all.
Like in his shopping center, pretty
Yes,
much. Yeah.
is just what makes it a fucking complete tragedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very much
I'm gonna
so.
listen to this, man. I'm
gotta
gonna
listen.
listen to it.
All I'm saying is it's just the first 10 minutes. It's literally the first 10 minutes that is just like, all right, I'm just telling you now. Nobody warned me, which I would have appreciated.
Yeah.
But the first 10 minutes, I'm telling you. But
Shout out to Justin Tinsley.
Tinsley, yeah, for sure.
Shout out to friend of the show and my homeboy John Gotti. I met Justin through him maybe 10 years ago actually. So when Justin was still here, he was still in DC at the time.
Smoking section, you know what I'm saying? John Gotti is
Formerly of the smoking section,
yeah.
yes.
He's a very influential online
Yeah.
persona.
One of the greatest writers that we have in our genre, in our culture, man.
I might have, what is this, 21? I might have known Gotti 15 years now. Like, he's a very, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's a good
I've only
dude,
met him
so-
in person once. I met him here in DC at the World Basketball Festival 2012, actually. I know that exactly because I snuck into that shit, and it was down at the DC Armory, and snuck in with no credentials. My daughter was just born, and I had her in my arms on the little strap-on thing, like where the baby
Yeah,
sits
yeah.
in your chest.
Yep.
Dog, you have that shit.
nobody's
Nobody's
saying no
gonna
to that.
fucking
Yeah.
stop you.
Nobody's
no
saying no to
one.
that. Yeah.
I literally walked right onto the fucking basketball floor and was taking pictures with Carmelo Anthony. And actually, you know what? I got pictures of Kobe from that day, man.
Wow.
I
gotta
just
post 'em.
remembered.
Speaking of Abdul and pictures, if you follow What's a Podcast, you will definitely look at one of our previous posts. It was 5 days ago we posted it.
You posted it. Let's say we posted it.
We have an intern. I don't know what you're talking about. Nevertheless, right?
Okay.
There's a picture of Abdul at the bar wearing a very suspect track jacket, right?
That's Adidas trim trap, bro. Shit was
Exactly.
fire back
What
then.
is trim trap?
It was
Exactly.
it was just a little line like y'all don't know about it. It was just the hot shit, hot fire.
Yeah. All right. Anyway,
Yeah.
Abdul.
It was just
at
me
the
and
bar.
Pharrell. Me and Pharrell were the only two that were on it at that time.
Your man sitting next to you is not Pharrell. Okay, he's definitely not Pharrell. So, nevertheless,
That's my man Glenn.
Abdul's got 2 bottles in his hand and 1 bottle over his shoulder. Right, literally
Listen.
popping bottle for somebody who claims they don't.
I don't drink. I don't drink. But like my brother Taz said, I create the vibe. It was just that time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just enjoy and be welcoming.
It was for the photo op.
Well, I mean, listen, it was a lot of different things happening during that time, and this was 2004, 2005.
That was the
Dream
bait.
Dream was completely in full throttle. That was my stomping grounds. I get in there every Friday, like I was clocking in at a job.
Trim track jacket on.
Listen, I had everything on. I might have been the only person allowed in Dream who never bought a fucking drink that was allowed in there with camo shorts on and
That's
Air
probably
Force
true. You're
Ones.
probably the only person that was ever allowed in Dream with sneakers that didn't buy a bottle.
Yeah, that never
So
bought anything. It was just
when the photo was posted, I didn't even notice that in the background of the photo
Hey yo.
yeah.
was actually family to the
Yes.
podcast, and that was just I didn't even mention. Somebody else brought that to our attention,
Yeah.
and before we found out, it was like all in the comments. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It was like, "Yo, I'm here." And I was like,
Right.
"Oh my god!" Like,
Yeah.
Can we say
So,
who it was or
I'm not saying that. No, nah.
okay?
not a-
All right.
Nah.
Family
Dude.
was in the back.
I just
they
said
in the
family.
picture. Stay in
I
the
just said
picture.
family. I just said family. Family.
Yeah.
So it's a full circle moment. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Full
I
circle
mean,
moment.
Yeah,
that
small.
was-
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was
That
the
was
place to be, man.
crazy.
That was the place to be.
Yeah.
And Dream was such a fucking legendary spot. I've said this numerous times in other episodes. Like you walked in and it was the first time somebody had thought of everything. Like, it was the first time I'd seen people paying to get into a club using credit cards. Like, and this was like 2002, maybe.
Yeah.
Like 2001, like you could it was like that time when internet was coming around, like becoming really popular, and people were. You didn't have to walk around with a bag of cash anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could literally swipe your card, but nobody had done that. They had like fucking an area.
They had like a little spot. If you got too drunk, they'll put you in timeout.
I was just about to say that. The detox section. They had a
Exactly.
detox section in the club. If you got too faded, security would literally come and get you, and they would
put you
tell
in
your crew,
timeout.
they'll be like, "Yo, continue partying. At the end of the night, come get your friend from the basement."
Yep.
And they had an area. They would sit you outside with like it's like, outside fresh air. They gave you a bucket if you were gonna throw up.
Give you some
And
water.
they had security around there. Like nobody was gonna fuck with you.
Yeah.
So it was
Now-
literally Mark Barnes thought of everything like that, dog.
Well,
Like,
let's have a quick conversation because I wonder if that was created as a result of liability. We'll say,
for sure.
Probably.
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but you know what? He did it before the liability even came in. So he
'Cause
probably
I
had
re-
experience with something happening at one of his previous spots
Right.
and was like, yo, when I open up Dream, this place is so big that I can actually have an area where motherfuckers can recover.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And also, mind you, Dream was in the fucking hood, right?
Yep.
So it was before Trinidad is what it is now with Yes Organics and fucking Nike stores,
Foods and all that,
and
yeah.
Whole Foods and all this shit. It was
Nike store shut down, by the way.
Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that. But it
they closed.
it was
They closed.
Ivy City's a wrap.
Wow.
So Ivy City at that time was the jungle, like
Yeah.
no other
You was-
way to put it.
You was gonna get robbed walking back to the car. at
Like
night.
Dream was the only thing there, and but I mean, to Mark Barnes's credit, man, there was security up and down in the little golf carts, like all night. They would. I wonder what his bill was for his staff per
Like
week,
his overhead- his
pay-
overhead.
payroll, yeah, because he had an abundance of security doing all kinds of shit,
Yeah.
and the club alone would make easily over $1 million a weekend.
For
Easily,
sure. For
I
sure.
think.
For sure.
I think, like, they would hit you on the head for.
I mean, just the
$60,
door,
$70.
just the
Yeah,
door alone
yeah.
probably made that.
Yeah, like you could get there early and still get knocked on the head for $65.
Yeah.
But man, listen, I had some good times in there. Never paid to get in there. Walked in that shit with 45 people. Man, I just can't even describe it. That feeling of just having the best times of my life in that shit, man. So shout out to Mark, shout out to my brother Taz, and shout out to the whole staff, man. That was
doubt.
a legendary moment in our lives. But yeah, that picture was just one of the many nights that we were out.
We want to give another shout out to our guys. They are just on a run right now. Their wave is kind of unmatched, man. We want to give a shout out to the museum.
Hell yeah.
Both Mo and Greg, or Future Mogul,
Yeah.
Experience.
Experience.
They
Sauce, everybody.
everybody. They just announced an apparel collaboration partnership with the museum and Fila.
This is a
So-
continuation of the sneaker
sneaker.
drop, I believe.
Well,
right?
yeah, I think what it is, I think the gear is being made by Fila this time. Like,
Yeah,
first,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think the gear
Yeah.
was made by the museum, but now you've got a very 1980s, early 90s homage, if you will, sort of influence.
Yeah,
with,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? The drop top and being in Georgetown and the dice in the mirror. And
It's
and so
fire.
they,
I actually
uh,
tried on that jacket, man. I'm getting it. Like, when is it dropping? The 26th, right? Which is today's
know
the
what?
24th, Thursday.
Yep.
In Mo's Instagram post, he doesn't say in.
It's dropping on the 26th. It's dropping on the
Yeah.
26th.
So
of this
nevertheless,
month. So
man, they killed it. They killed it. Those
Yeah.
are our guys.
go support the
100%.
museum, please.
Support the
Get
museum.
the tracksuit if you can get it.
Listen, it's very
online-
limited. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Online the 26th, in store the 28th.
Online at the museum's website or on Fila's
Yeah.
website.
No, the museum's website.
just
So it's
says
not
on-
going to
it-
be on Fila's.
Probably not. Or maybe it is. I don't know.
Yeah, it probably will be.
It just says online in Greg's.
Go to the
post.
museum and buy out their stock first, though.
Yeah.
for sure.
You have
So,
a better chance of grabbing it from there.
In more humbling news,
Okay, where we going?
we've all been humbled in life. We've seen many people being humbled by these crates. It is what it
Ooh,
is.
I know where you're going with this.
Sha'Carri Richardson came in ninth,
Oof.
aka last place in the Prefontaine Classic in Oregon.
She was high.
Now-
She was high.
Now,
She must have been high.
now listen. This is what I'll say before we do it. Right?
Okay.
She was running against 8 other women who were incredible.
Yeah.
But in particular, she's running against the Jamaican women who
The
just
trio.
who just won
bad
the
gal them.
Olympics. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that part of them wanted to get Sha'Carri out the way,
Yeah.
Sure.
prove that they were, and part of them was like, we're not tripping off her anyway, right?
Yeah.
So
They're not tripping off her.
so their performance was what it was expected to be, which was they got
Stellar.
her out the way. Stellar.
Yeah, they got her
I
out
think
the
I think
fucking way.
Elaine, Fast Elaine, who won the shit,
Yeah.
10:51 personal best, very close to the record that's been set by FloJo, Florence Griffith Joyner, who actually has a movie coming out about her, played by what's Shorty's name? Tiffany Haddish is going to be playing Florence Griffith Joyner. But yeah, but continuing on, yeah, dog. I think you know what? We mentioned this when Sha'Carri got into trouble, when she got excluded from the U.S. national team, and I think we said it might be a blessing in disguise that she did not get to race in the Olympics, because for her brand definitely, as much as an athlete, you want to represent the United States and you want to rep your country and you want to race in the highest arena of your sport, which is the Olympics.
Yeah.
But for her not getting kicked off that team and the way it happened and her mother passing away and all these factors really made her brand explode on a global level with
Yeah.
her sponsors, right? Everybody got behind Sha'Carri, including us, the public, right?
For sure.
And Sha'Carri's on Nike ads and all these things. And I remember saying it, or one of us actually said it, like, yo, this might have been a blessing in disguise that she did not get to run in the Olympics. Because if she had run in the Olympics, all these brands would have waited until she either came in first or maybe even second to really get behind her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just what would have happened. It's not any other way to slice it.
She may not have come first or second.
Well, based on the
outcome.
performance of the Jamaican trio, chances are she would have probably come in third or maybe even fourth. You know what I'm saying? Based on times that they ran during that day.
or ninth.
And because the day she qualified initially, that was her personal best. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So yeah, man. So listen, God moves in mysterious ways, man. She had a huge commercial on the Nike app the day before this race. Sha'Carri, something, and it was all over the place, man. And then she came in and she got crushed,
Yeah.
respectfully. And then her speech at the end of it, people give her a lot of flack about it, where she was like, "I'm still the 6th fastest woman in the world in this sport." All facts.
Yeah, I mean,
She still is, but
that's real.
listen, and then I think she dropped out of the 200 meters, right? She
I
ended
don't
up not
even
running
know.
that.
I don't-
Yeah,
I don't-
I think there was a tweet that went out and said that she actually dropped out of the 200 meters at that same tournament. So,
Yeah.
man, I wish Sha'Carri the best, man. But then those Jamaicans, they
they're
went
not to be
crazy.
fucked
I mean, let's be honest. Like, at this point in time, she has 2 options. She can either get super focused and really prepare to like be next level with it, or
Yeah.
she'll just fall
Fizzle
victim.
out.
Yeah, fizzle out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think she's
it's
gonna
up to
come
her.
back and she's gonna do something great.
I
I'll
hope
be
she
honest.
comes back.
I think she's still young. She's 20, 21 years old. Like, I think there's still a chance for her to do something great, man. But you got to be
100%.
focused. You got to be focused. At the end of the day, she's probably still going through some grieving things. It's only been like a month or
Yeah.
maybe a month and a half, right?
Yeah.
It's not been that long since all this shit happened for the Olympics and her mother passed away and all this trauma that she has to deal with. Like, I think once she gets focused, she can come back and she might be able to do something. But it's coming in last place is
It's tough, dog.
it's
not
tough
good
to
luck,
bounce
not
back
good
from
luck,
that.
yeah.
Because she lost respectfully to some bums. You know what I
But
mean?
it's like it's how sometimes they say it's not the fact that you lost. It's how you lost.
Yeah, that's a tough way to go out.
She didn't get fourth. She didn't get fifth.
Right.
She didn't get sixth.
You
She
came
got
last.
dead last. Yeah.
So at this
Yeah.
point, you go back to the training board, and your trainer needs to be like, "Listen, we lived in the moment. We had our
Yeah.
moment. That was 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Ever since the moment, we've gotten smoked.
We've got smoked every single time.
Let's put the weed down.
Yeah.
And let's get
Yeah.
and let's
Let's
get
pick up
focused.
some coke. No,
Stop
no,
smoking.
let's not do that.
Maybe
Let's not pick up some coke.
Hey, listen, I'm not gonna front. That is. I always knew it was a part of nightlife. It's always been a big part of nightlife. But I didn't realize nightlife was fully back until I seen people
Sniffing
ripping
coke
li-
off of
ripping
your
lines of coke.
turntables.
Not close to him. Close to him.
Like
But
taking DJ booth bumps.
Oh yeah. Saw it in DC. Saw it in Arizona. I was like, oh, we're back. I was like, nightlife is back. Let's go. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, I think that's like the biggest difference between me going out today and me going out 15, 16 years ago is seeing the change in the drugs people are doing so casually.
I feel
now.
like people was doing drugs back then.
Not openly.
Not openly.
You were a sucker if everybody knew that you were sniffing coke or doing pills and anything like that. Like
I mean, now people was taking e-pills and shit back in the
not
day.
e-pills. I'm talking about like
Like
Xanax,
yeah.
and the hard shit.
That shit wasn't a wave back then.
It wasn't. It was like
Nah.
you were a fucking on some crackhead shit if you were doing
that's
that
a fact.
back then.
Yeah.
If you were sniffing coke, like these were things you were doing in your small circle and not letting it get out.
Yeah.
If you were participating in anything like that,
People were smoking weed, but always.
yeah. But that's always been the case, right? But
Yeah.
now to see sniffing coke and things like that being done openly in a club is it's just.
Motherfuckers don't
I
care.
don't get it, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, and it's people that like, and I'm like, God damn, fuck, I don't belong here. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just
Be safe.
it's just be safe, be careful. Fentanyl is taking people down these days. So
That's a fact.
Fentanyl is taking everybody down.
Yeah,
yo.
so be
That shit is
careful.
crazy.
Episode 127. What's a podcast? Obviously, we're back. We're back from vacation. Prior to both Abdul and I leaving, so literally 2 weeks ago, we had a darling Nikki, and it was a banger. It was a great time that night.
That was a good time.
It was.
Yeah.
Everybody was in there, man.
We caught a visit from the homie Lex. You know what I'm saying? Lex came down from New York.
Shout out to Lex.
Lex Diamonds,
I remember
oodles.
at one point we're in the party, and I'm like, yo, Lex, this is Streetwear Eddie, and they're like, so
That's my
it
man.
Was, it was a good time to
Yeah.
link up with them, and
Yeah.
Lex caught breakfast with myself, Abdul, and my daughter. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
But so prior to Lex leaving, so Lex left Thursday. He actually texted me and Abdul and was like, yo, I got him. We had just talked about it. He's like, yo, I got him. He wins the off-white dunks, right? This is before I got him.
Early.
Yeah, he was
right?
early on that shit.
But
He
shout
got
out
the
to Lex.
exclusive access.
Shout out
He
to
won him on Sneakers app or he
Yeah,
won him
Sneakers
yeah,
app.
yeah.
Okay.
So shout out to Lex, being the, philanthropist that he is. Good
Humanitarian.
guy that he is, humanitarian.
Yeah.
Instead of you know what I'm saying, reselling or even just rocking them.
I mean, does Lex even wear Nikes? I
No,
feel
he
like
wears
he's on
Nike.
that high fashion.
He's not too. He's on the high fashion for clothes, not so much for shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, he was.
But he
yeah,
does
was
do.
just-
He does the big name fashion brands for like, I mean, his all regular white tees are like YSL or some shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. He
They're
was like-
$200 Hanes
Yeah.
tees. Like
He was-
it
he
makes
was
no
like-
sense.
He was Nike dunked out when he came down, but nevertheless, and if you need Nike,
Lex is rich. For those that don't know, he's one of our richer friends.
If you need Nike Nike dunks, make sure you stop by Soul Priorities. I was in Charlotte flying back from Phoenix, and I had a layover. Me and Bella
You
almost
a little detour.
Yeah, we
Almost took
that
a
quick
cab
left.
ride?
Yeah, we almost took that cab ride to Soul
To the
Priorities
mall?
real quick.
We gotta
Real
get.
quick.
I gotta look up the name of that mall where they're located.
Yeah,
They're-
so,
Oh,
but
shit.
Lex is actually partnering up with our other good friends. I believe you said that's his uncle Abdul.
I believe so. It's some sort of god uncle type
Something.
relationship. Shout out
His
to
fa-
to-
his fa-
to-
his family.
His family. It's all our families. Shout out to Premium Goods Brooklyn.
Premium Goods in Brooklyn. They're teaming up. So the caption says, "A friend of ours is raffling a pair of Virgil Abloh sneakers. Read below for details." So basically, Haiti
That's
was
on premium goods.
Premium Goods BK
IG page.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Haiti was struck by a 7.2 magnitude earthquake in August. It's killed more than 2,100 people, and
Very sad. Shout out to
6,000
Haiti.
people are injured. They're partnering to give it up. You know what I'm saying? You just follow. There's no charge for the shoes to the winner. So you know what I'm saying? So it's just like you got to live in New York. GoFundMe donations basically get you a ticket, and that's what gets you into the raffle draw.
Did they tag Virgil on that joint? I feel like he should
Uh,
comment and contribute some more shoes.
I don't think they did. No, but nah. Oh yeah, they did. They did.
Okay.
So shout out to, obviously, like I said, Lex is the homie. Man, he partied with us. He had a good time. He hung out with us before. We rode scooters through the streets. Me, him, and Matthias. We ate a red light. We just sort of kicked it, man. We had a good
Yeah.
time. He's one of us, man. So it was dope. to
We
have him
went
in
around
town.
the city and hung out as well. We went up to somewhere and, just went up to Commonwealth and hung out there. And we were hanging out in the city beforehand, too. So it was a good time.
So shout out to Lex for like I said, his
Lex
From
gave us a
after-
crazy story about about somebody that bagged him in a Chicago legend that bagged him in All-Star Weekend last year in Chicago. You know what? I'm gonna save that story whenever Lex does decide to come on the show.
That's
or
a cheat code.
join-
That's a cheat code.
Yeah, that's gonna be our Patreon. It's somebody everybody knows that really stepped to our guy and just swept him off his feet.
Oh my gosh.
Respectfully.
Swagger jacked him.
Episode 127.
Lex Diamond.
Lex Diamond is the name. So obviously, okay, Jordan. So basically, Michael Jordan got banned from Miami golf course for wearing cargo shorts.
Did you know that? This was a long
Yeah.
time ago, like 15, 16 years ago,
Yeah,
something
because
like that.
I heard he turned around and bought a golf course as a result of that.
Yes,
Yeah,
That's a
Yeah.
big flex. That's a big flex.
big flex.
the biggest.
But the fact that this is still happening, it was a predominantly like a private white country club in somewhere in Miami. You know what? We should get the name just to make sure nobody goes there, man. Like, where is this?
I'm just saying though, but if they got a dress code,
golf course. What
all,
is
all golf courses have dress codes, yo.
bro? It's shorts and cargo shorts. Like
I hear
you
you.
don't have to be that fucking.
Mike be wearing them big, extra long, extra baggy.
He's 6'9", like
That's a
6'7". Like, come on,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And it's fucking
this-
Michael Jordan.
and they didn't stop him in the beginning. They came and got him in the 11th hole.
Yeah, that's
His
foul.
fucking game is almost over. They came and
Yeah.
stopped his game in the 11th
Yeah.
hole, and we're like, "Yo, you need to get out of here and go back to the clubhouse
and go
put
buy
on-
you some pants.
Yeah, go buy some more pants or
Yeah.
buy some of our shorts."
He was like,
And
I'm just gonna buy a golf course.
He's like, "Fuck you, I'm not doing it," and continued playing his game. And that was the last time they let him back into that golf course.
Good for him.
Yeah, I mean the fact that I love the fact that he was able to
Flex on
buy
him.
his on golf outside more than just flexing on him. I think the principle behind it, where we don't need you all,
Yeah.
is the bigger lesson here to learn, right? Like you're gonna ban us from something that we're bringing you guys, and
Yeah.
we're making this shit even hot. So
Yeah, I mean, he definitely brought probably a bigger crowd, a bigger draw to that.
always,
that-
motherfuckers,
yeah.
with white, black, yellow, green,
It don't
purple,
matter, yeah.
everybody wanted to fucking go see Michael Jordan.
It's fucking Jordan.
Yeah, and the fact that you thought that you could flex on him and he would comply. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody complained.
Yeah,
somebody
but they
complained.
thought he would comply. Like, yo, he's gonna change his shorts because this
He was
is
like,
against
fuck,
our
fuck you.
rules.
I'm gonna finish
Fuck
playing this
you.
game.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Michael Jordan, man.
And
Speaking of Jordans,
and his
you-
cargo, our
and
cargo
his, and,
shorts.
his cargo shorts, which are like the size of pants. He wears capris, doesn't he?
I think they're capris. He wears the shorts that you could like fold up with snaps and like straps on them.
It got the little ribbon on the end.
Convertibles, yeah.
They're convertibles right
Drop-
below the knee, though.
drop top shorts.
So I
Michael
think,
Jordan got to stop wearing capris. That's crazy.
I mean,
Linen
Mike,
capris?
yeah, it's never a good look when Mike steps on the set.
Mike can do what he wants though.
Yeah,
Can.
he's
Very,
buying
very-
golf courses.
Very, very well off guy. So yeah, I mean, obviously, episode 127. Um,
Speaking
yes,
of Mike,
Jordans.
are you fucking with these Lightning 4s that are
Nah,
coming back out?
I was waiting for him to pull up on sneakers. Actually,
I
I'm gonna
think I'm
pass.
good.
I'm gonna
Really?
pass. Yeah.
I like the other ones. I like the black with
Thunder?
the yellow. Yeah.
Yeah, those.
Yeah.
I prefer those as well over the two, but I'm gonna go for these, man.
I'm not a yellow. I don't know. I'm not a yellow shoe type of guy.
I'm gonna go for these. I mean, I think
I
think
do
they
have a
look
couple
pretty
pairs
good.
of yellow shoes.
They
I don't
look
wear them
pretty
that
good.
often.
Yeah,
I don't like.
gonna
I
grab
don't like
these.
them because they like the strap on the side is not plastic. It's like cloth.
Are you sure?
I think it
I don't
is.
care about that actually.
I don't like that. I'm a traditional. I like my Jordans to have like the tradition. Be traditional.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Well-
mean, I don't care that much for that small detail to be different. To be
Yeah.
honest, I'm gonna grab these. I think they look good though.
I'm good on these. I'm
Yeah, I
good
think
on
I'm good
most.
on them too.
I'm good on most things nowadays. I will say that Nike does have some fire coming up. I think tomorrow.
Oh, really?
No, Thursday. The big kids dunk. Need those for my daughter.
What are the big kids dunk? What color are those?
Blue and red. Bright crimson game royal.
Oh shit!
So
They're
basically
red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Oh, those look good.
And
Yeah.
the Jordan 1 Chicago lows, those are kind of fire too.
Those are
Yeah.
decent too. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
you're right.
I want to say, I would really like the Sakai fragments. I do like those.
Those
You
already
fuck with
dropped.
those?
I think they already
Nah.
dropped, right? Oh
Nah,
no,
they
they
didn't.
didn't.
They didn't
Friday,
drop.
10 a.m.
There's
Yeah,
also,
I need the blue pair.
You like those?
Yeah.
I do like those. Also,
Like
on
you
my-
like those to wear those, or you like those
Yes,
for
yes,
the
yes.
flip?
Nah, not for the flip.
No, those Sakai's, quiet as kept, are very dope just to wear around.
I would
They're a
I would
nice
flip the
shoe.
gray pair just because
It's
that's
a
I
weird
could
match.
I could wear a pair of New Balances and be good.
It's
with
a
gray
weird
shoes.
match. That's what I'm saying. It's a
Yeah.
weird match. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
but the blue pair is a keeper.
It's for the
I
streets.
think I'm good on
Yeah.
the waffles.
There's a big kids dunk low. Another one dropping next Tuesday, August 31st, my daughter's birthday. Fantastic.
Oh, the pink one, right? The pink with like the
Yeah.
the burgundy
those.
swoosh. Yeah, those
Need-
look
need-
good.
Need those for Bella Bean too.
Back to
what
school
else?
jump offs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, man, I mean, there isn't too. I mean, Nike always drops some other random stuff in there. But if you can get early access, people, please get it.
Yeah.
It's
Those
it's-
ACG Moabs are also dropping on Friday.
I
Jerome.
fuck with those. Which ones do you like? The brown ones or the cream ones?
No, the cream ones. They're both original colorways,
Yeah.
but I fuck with the cream ones with the royal blue top. The tongue.
It's like it's like
the
aqua.
neoprene sock is like
Okay,
is-
so
is royal blue.
they're not putting the brown suede with the purple out, huh?
Not yet. Who knows? We might
That's,
see that.
That's the ones I fucked with.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm seeing people complain about little details that are different in this pair.
I don't
like
care,
there's a-
yeah.
I don't care. There's a loop on the front tongue now. It wasn't there in the original play. I'm like, bro, it was hard as shit to fucking
Yeah.
put your feet into that shoe.
Yeah.
The loop there is gonna make things a lot easier for
That's
me.
a fact.
So,
If you don't like it, cut it off.
yeah, cut it off. Take that shit off. It'll be
How you
alright.
like the women's Jordan 4 shimmer? They look like the
I like those.
Hender scheme ones.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah.
I like those.
They're not
actually.
bad.
Did anybody hit on the Alila May Jordan 14s? Did you
I
even
didn't.
try?
I didn't even try.
You try to get them?
I got a pair for my wife.
Oh, you got a
actually.
pair?
Yeah.
They're kind of fire.
They are fire. I wanted to
Yeah.
get a pair for myself, but I couldn't hit on my size. But it's a women's shoe, the 14, which this would have probably been my first 14.
So how do you feel about that? How do you feel about a Jordan 14 being saying like it's a women's shoe when like traditionally it's like a men's, not like a men's shoe, but like Jordan just started putting out female versions of like their original like silhouettes.
I'm not mad.
Is that a women's shoe to you, or do you still wear it?
I think it could be a women's shoe nowadays. I think
No,
you
for
could-
sure. But could you wear that because it's still a Jordan 14?
I mean, I never really liked the 14s, but I can see the fashion crowd co-opting that sneaker into something to give it new life.
Yeah.
Right. I can see them doing collabs with high fashion brands and getting a YSL 14. You know what I'm saying? Something crazy like that. Like I can see them doing that. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I really like the colors on
I think
this
they're
pair,
fire.
which is what actually led me to kind of wanting them.
Yeah.
yeah, she's historically done a pretty good job with her
Yeah.
collabs.
They're dope.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I have no problem with them being women's Jordans. I mean,
No, I'm saying, but like, will you wear them?
yeah, I wanted to wear these 14s.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same.
This would have
So-
been the first 14 that I got.
Because I
on
feel
my
like
feet.
there's still a Jordan. I can still wear them.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I mean?
Two quick things. I know we're talking about sneakers, but two quick things that I saw was the University of Michigan is now requiring all students to be vaccinated for COVID.
I love
and
For
the
in class,
for
For in person.
in
yeah.
person, yeah.
And the University of Virginia was disenrolling kids if they found out they weren't vaccinated.
I like it.
I remember to speak about. I just saw it in my notes right now.
That's crazy down in University of Virginia because that's
UVA.
like that's crazy. That's big
That's
Republican
that,
vibes down there.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Listen, this is what needs to happen, man. I mean, kids are going to school. It seems Jerry Jones, of all people, the
Jerry
owner of the
Jones.
Dallas Cowboys, just came out and said something. I don't exactly know, but he was pro-vaccination though, because he was trending on Twitter. Let me see if I can pull that up. Actually,
I mean, they even like the Big Cheeto had like a rally and he said everybody get vaccinated. He got booed off.
who's Big
So-
Cheeto? Who's Big Cheeto?
Trump?
45. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So this is what Jerry Jones said. Everyone has a right to make their own decisions regarding their health and their body. I believe in that completely. Until your decision as to yourself impacts negatively many others. Then the common good takes over. And I'm arm waving here. But that has everything to do with the way I look at our team, the Cowboys, or the way I look at our society. We have to check I at the door and go forward with we. Your Dallas Cowboys are doing that. Which,
and this is
again,
big Republican vibes talking.
big,
by
big,
the way,
big Republican vibes.
big
I mean,
Republican vibes.
You've got a poster of him on your wall. Nevertheless. Right?
Stupid.
So just to know that Jerry
Abdul
Jones
wrote
is
that
doing
speech
that.
for him, by the
He
way.
did. Yeah, he
I wrote
found
that.
it.
I texted it.
Abdul's
to him.
his ghostwriter.
Yeah,
I said
he's
it too.
great.
We have a
He's-
share a notes in app on our
He's-
iPhones.
He's a copywriter. Nevertheless, you know, it's. I just got an email from Walgreens. I believe it's Walgreens or CVS. That's like, yo, come through and get it. Walk in or schedule your COVID vaccine.
Yeah.
Yo, this shit is
COVID-19
real.
vaccine today.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
don't know
saying?
if that's just DC or anywhere else, but I know like out in DC, like you're good.
Yeah.
No. I couldn't go see one of my homegirls, and I mean, she's been my homegirl for 25 years, more than 25 years, because her daughter, who was in pre-K, her class got shut down for 10 days because somebody in their class, kid tested positive. My
Yeah.
aunt has been a teacher. She couldn't come to the house because somebody in her class tested positive. And
Like
she-
you weren't going for it, or they weren't going for it.
What do you mean? Oh no,
Like-
I mean, as a
Like
family,
she was quarantining herself.
yeah, but it literally started. But school started less than 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I
And
mean
they're
that's
already.
all.
The
Every
case is already going.
But what I'm
It's
saying
crazy.
is, school started less than 2 weeks ago, and now they will not have in person again. She said until September 2nd.
wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it doesn't make any sense.
So how do both of y'all feel about sending your kids back to school next week?
It's
Bella
scary. I'll be honest, but they're going back. I mean,
You said
Bella-
Bella started.
Bella,
she already started
No. Bella starts Monday, but
Monday. Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
all
but
start
she-
on Monday.
no, Bella's double masked up. Bella
Yeah.
don't play.
I
Bella
hear
don't
you.
play.
I hear you. But they got it. They got to eat lunch.
Right.
You know. They got to
I mean,
drink water.
Yeah, I know. I'm scared about it. I'll be honest, because kids that young are not allowed to get vaccinated, and
Yeah.
but it seems like the school, based on all the emails we're seeing, has a lot of good processes and procedures in place to kind of limit the interaction with kids. First, the masks are not allowed off. I think they even have you brought up eating. I think they already have a system in place where they go outside and one class at a time, and they spread it out so that kids can eat spaced out without a
Yeah.
mask on, and it's
Yeah.
happening outdoors. But they're doing weekly testing every week, so I just have to sign a form that gives them consent to test my kid for COVID.
They're doing the brain joint to them.
Yeah, they're doing the brain joints.
Damn. Have they already got it before?
Yeah, they've already been getting that shit.
Okay.
They're used to that shit.
How about you, Bella? Has Bella gotten her brain joint yet, Rome?
No,
Up to
but she wants to though. Like she's very much like she wants to, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, we're gonna let's ease our way.
They're
into
excited
that.
to go back, man, and
Yeah.
I'm excited for them. I just hope everything works out well, and that's really what
There's gonna be somebody's gonna get it at their school.
But
man.
that's what scares me about everybody not getting vaccinated and the variant coming back and coming back stronger.
Do all the teachers and staff at your kids' schools have to be vaccinated to come back to school, or no?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think they can enforce it.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for. There's a very active parental sort of
System.
but what is
The
it? Whatever
PTA?
the PTA. Not even
Yeah,
that.
they go
like
crazy, right?
No, like the email list. Like
Yeah.
Like the
The listserv.
listserv is bananas.
They
The
got a whole bunch of
listserv,
Karens on there and they go crazy.
they
Yeah,
do-
but is it all people like pro getting the
Yeah.
teachers vaccinated or
Yeah.
no?
It's
I think
literally
they're all
like,
pro vaccination.
They literally want the names of the teachers that don't have the vaccine.
I mean, and I think they should give them to them.
Like they're literally like I see these emails because you wake up to 60 of them, right? Because they will and it's just like my child, this, that, and the third. Like but
I mean,
it's peop-
do you want to know if your daughter's in a class with a teacher that's not vaccinated that could potentially give it to her?
yes.
So I mean, I feel like it's your right as a parent to know
Yeah, listen,
what staff members and who is not going to be around your kid. That's not going to be like.
I'm not mad at these people because they're actually using the listserv for something worthwhile instead of being mad at the kids who play soccer after school. You know what I'm saying? Or mad at like the kids who smoke weed in the
alley
park
behind
the
the
school.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
like
all that is kind of like, yo, y'all need to get
like,
a life. But
miss me with all that shit.
yeah, but like really trying to make the school a safer and a better place because I don't want to. Because if anything happens to Isabella, I mean, knock on wood, but like I'm the one that would sit down with her for 10 days.
For
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so, and I mean, I think her mother would do it, but her mother, she works and she has.
No,
other
I'm saying
things,
like
other
you're gonna do that.
responsibilities.
You're doing
Yeah,
that.
My life might have to sit down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
And so like that's a long time for somebody to be at sort of like.
Well, and like you don't even want your daughter getting sick like that anyway.
Well, yeah, but
you
what
know,
I'm
the
saying
fir-
is-
you know,
Yeah, you're just kind of like, yo, like it's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong.
right?
Now I got to sit down with my mom and my dad for 10 days, and I'm impacting their life. Like my homegirl, she was supposed to be at work. She couldn't go to work.
I mean, how
She had
could
to-
you?
Exactly, but she was
Yeah.
home. But now because somebody in her daughter's class was exposed, her son had to stay home. Then she had to stay home. So they all home for 10 days. Because
Did any of them get COVID or no?
No, the parents are both. I think the parents already have their third shot already.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like the kids are good. It's just like
but they're just like they're paralyzed now.
yeah, they're just sort of like being penalized for
Yeah.
other people, and I think that's what Jerry Jones was saying, and I feel like that's what a lot of the conversation around today is. It's like, all right, like I don't know if you guys saw where 75 doctors in Miami walked out.
Yeah,
Because they were sick of dealing with unvaccinated
patience.
patients. I saw somebody on Twitter today said their
Like
cousins,
go ahead.
their
Sorry, my
cousins,
fault.
their cousin's wife died because they had a heart attack, and when they went to the hospital, there were no free beds.
Yeah,
And by the time they were able to be seen, it was
It was
3 hours.
too
I,
late.
just, I mean,
It was
if
too
you
late.
if you unvaccinated, then just keep that same energy when you
And
catch
you're
that
talking
shit.
all that shit.
Yeah,
Like,
keep that same energy. Like,
why
don't,
y'all are idiots for getting vaccinated and wearing masks and all
don't
that.
go
Like,
don't go to
So
the
listen,
hospital.
don't go to the
listen,
hospital.
when we're done here tonight, I'm gonna delete all of the Busta Rhymes off of my computer. I don't know if you guys saw
Why?
he went off on a tangent today about why you shouldn't wear masks, how it stops our civil liberties, and it changes people's energy.
Yo, Busta Rhymes needs to shut the fuck
Busta
up.
Rhymes
No.
is wild.
No. I'm gonna send y'all the video right now.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna send y'all the video right now because he's
wild.
literally
Just shut up. Just shut up.
He
Busta.
said no human being is supposed to tell you can't breathe freely. F your mask. Stop trying to take our civil liberties away. Energy is important.
100%. 100%.
Nobody
He's
checked him in
vaccinated.
nobody checked him in the comments. He's not vaccinated.
He didn't say it. He didn't say it.
He's not vaccinated.
He's
You don't
on
think so?
stage.
No,
He's definitely not.
he's not vaccinated. But nobody in the comments went crazy, or they were all supporting him. That's the other crazy part of
No,
all this.
everybody was arguing back and forth basically.
Yeah,
But-
because there's such a huge population of people who really have that same belief. Like we saw that happen when Tony Lewis posted a video
Oh, my
about
God.
getting vaccinations just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We had the same conversation, and people were going crazy in his comments, being disrespectful and all this shit. And it's the same sort of thing and the same mentality of people.
Just
man.
keep. All I ask you is just keep that same energy when you catch COVID.
So here, so boom. Here's what somebody said. Ask yourself two things and watch this video. Do I trust Busta Rhymes with my health? One. Number two. Will energy power that ventilator when my lungs are too inflamed for me to breathe?
That's a fact.
No,
Listen.
no.
What I don't get about all of these people that are talking is you're getting your facts from fucking YouTube, all right? Instead of people who have been studying science for 30 some odd years and have been
Yo,
doing
you're not
this
gonna
forever.
get the whole world in on your conspiracy theory, homie.
Yeah, but
It's
I mean,
not
listen,
gonna happen.
fucking the white guy with dreads on YouTube who's talking about
in
fucking
California.
yeah, who's just rambling on and on about fucking how the vaccination is not good for you and it's actually more detrimental to your health. Doesn't know shit. He's not qualified in any manner,
At
any
all.
respect.
At all.
All right? Like this is guy who does not even understand the scientific papers that he's reading.
Yeah.
He's coming up with his own conclusions.
Yeah.
All right? Not based on data, not based on science.
Well, I
So-
don't think. Well, I think what Busta doesn't get to is, Busta's a little big now. He's got a little bit of a gut there, and that makes him at a much higher rate. For
And
that
he's
COVID.
how old is Busta? Busta in his 50s.
50.
Busta in his
Yeah.
50s.
That COVID, because of his weight, his obesity, could really knock him down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now listen, we grew up on Busta. It was
I
25
love
years.
Busta.
25 years ago, he's screaming there's only 5 years left. 26 years ago, you know what I'm saying? So we know Busta's been on his conspiracy type of thing for whatever,
Yeah.
right?
And he's also Jamaican and comes from like Rasta teachings and things like that, and they're very against this sort of thing. And I get it, but it's
I don't
very
get it.
irresponsible for you to have a platform with millions of followers.
Yeah, they just shut the fuck up. If you
Just shut
don't-
the fuck
yeah,
up.
Yeah. Just
Don't say anything.
Don't try to influence people.
No,
Yeah.
because there are idiots out there that are actually listening to you and look up to you. Like if you believe that, just shut the fuck up.
Well, I think it's not that simple anymore, right? We're literally in an era where everybody has an opportunity to say and do what they want,
Yeah.
right? So
But he has a huge platform,
Yeah.
okay,
it's irresponsible.
but we rappers are not the most responsible with their platform. We get
at
that,
all.
Yeah.
right? So it's unfortunate that Busta has done this, but he may double down. He may not. The Baby still performed at Summer Jam this weekend,
Yeah.
right? Like they still let him rock. You know
That's
what I mean?
crazy.
And so you may start to now find that person who's like, hey, he did it, Busta did it. Now I could just come out and say something crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I just think that as a culture, people need to be held in check, held accountable, because it's only it might. I mean, I hate to say this, but it's only gonna get worse.
It's definitely only going to get worse.
It's only, you know what I mean? Like I think people's belief that COVID was gonna. I even think COVID is gonna get worse because I
It's
think they
only
thought-
getting worse.
But what I'm saying though is we were like, okay, it'll be the flu, right? And now it's not just the flu anymore.
It's not even
Like,
close
this-
to the fucking
this
The
thing
new
is-
variations of it are getting even worse.
are gonna make it even worse. We're gonna be wearing masks for the next 5 years. You know
Dope.
what
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
saying?
we're
Like,
getting
Israel
boosted every
just-
6 months.
Israel just announced, which is probably one of the more vaccinated countries in the whole world.
Yeah.
Their COVID cases are going up. They had hit a point in June where they were down to 0 cases.
Yeah.
And now they opened everything back up. People started partying. People started going overseas.
Cases are
It
going
came
up.
back with Delta variant. And now they're seeing that even the amount of cases of people who are vaccinated getting COVID and dying from it is just increasing. And so now they have to kind of figure out what to do. They've just kind of approved a third booster for everyone over 12 years old, I believe.
Yeah.
Like that's just what they got to do. They got to have a third shot for everybody and kind of try to control this. But the dude who's the head of COVID in Israel is like, I'm not going to lie to you. It doesn't look like this is going to fix anything.
Yeah.
It's only going to get worse.
I
And
think
that just means that, and we are in America are not even anywhere close to where Israel is.
At all.
but
The
here's my
only
thing.
country in the whole world right now with 0 cases is fucking New Zealand.
I think they
They
had
shut
one.
down
They have
over one.
They had
shut
one.
down over one.
They had
They probably killed him.
3
They
weeks
probably
shut
murdered
down.
him. Yeah,
Yeah, he
so
probably-
They
New Zealand
definitely took him out.
stays. New Zealand stays in the environmental racism.
They like incinerated him.
yeah. They got one guy out of here. Fuck
they-
you. They
they-
put him in a boat by himself.
Yeah, I
in
think,
the middle of the ocean.
I want to say South Korea was another country that did really
Okay,
well.
and I think China is kind of back
China,
on track too.
somewhere where South Korea,
Yeah.
they had one case and they tracked the person back to when they arrived in the country. Then
Yep.
they found out everywhere the person moved.
They got him out the way.
Everybody they interacted with, and was like, now we've been able. They said we stopped
control it.
127 possible transmissions by
Yeah.
contacting the people that this person was.
Contact
Yeah.
tracing.
Put them all
I
in a room
think-
together. Like y'all sweat that shit out.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I think they should close borders to countries because
Yeah.
I think travel is a big problem. And I know people are sick of being in their own country or whatever, but you got to close these borders. You know what I'm saying? And I think that people need to use.
I know
sense.
Greece about to have a spike.
I would love, honestly, if they just, and this is harsh, we've talked about it, but if you don't believe in science, if you don't believe in the vaccine, and you get sick, I just would like for them to refuse you service.
For sure.
I think that's the only way that you truly can weed out the people is you got to let them die.
Yeah.
You got to let them die because
Yeah.
a lot of the literature that I'm reading and a lot of the stories that I'm reading is they want the vaccine when they're in the hospital,
Too late.
but at that point it's too late.
Yeah, too late.
So if you weren't willing to sacrifice for the greater good until you got
Yo, I
yourself in
want
trouble,
open hospital beds for my parents and for people that's really older and can get sick, like
Yeah.
for real.
unfortunately there's none. Like
That's what I'm saying. So get them out the way.
We were in Arizona and I contemplated wearing a mask. In my parents' house. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
I didn't
mean-
want them to get sick. And mind you, I wore a mask every night. Me and Kellen both wear a mask every night we were out. You know what I'm saying? Like we're literally in the club with only 2 people. It was me, Kellen, and the bathroom attendant. He's black dude, Jamaican cat.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was like that was it. You know what I mean? So at this point, man, I mean, people don't. You got DeSantis. I heard that they're suing DeSantis now down in Florida. Because of his actions and all the school districts and these mass mandates.
He needs to
and stuff,
die.
so
Yeah.
needs to
He's
go.
the fucking devil
He
in
needs to
person.
go. But there's a lot of them though. There was a guy.
Yeah,
there was
a lot
there
of
was a
them.
guy there was a dude who's in charge of the Republican Party in upstate New York, and he railed against it all day long. And
Get
he
him
was
out the way.
He was like,
Yeah.
no, he was like, you got to pray for me more than you've ever prayed for anybody before in your life, my man.
No, I'm not.
Fuck no.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cat in Texas, same thing. You know.
You know what? I'm hoping this FDA approval. I think a lot of friends of mine that were against having the vaccination were like, "Yo, it's not FDA approved."
And they're not necessarily anti-vaxxers, anti-maskers.
No, they're not. They were just like, yo.
skeptical.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people we're gonna see a spike in vaccinations just because of what happened yesterday with the Pfizer
Pfizer
going
stock
through.
going up.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that's the case. So to all my friends who were hesitant about doing it, listen, here's your chance, man. Go get it, please, please, please.
Yeah,
I beg
please.
you. We love y'all.
Yeah.
Please go get vaccinated, and it's better on this side, bro.
It is what
It's
it is.
better.
Yeah, real
Trust
quick
me.
before we get into what is Abdul watching, if you haven't seen them, there's a series of skits with Cameron and Brandy. I don't know if you guys have seen.
Yo,
these.
I've seen them.
it's the best thing I didn't know I fucking wanted.
I've seen 4 so far.
What is this show they're on? By the way,
I don't know. I think they're shooting some show. but
Queen's ABC. Is it like a talk show?
I have no idea. All I know is that there's one of them when they first met when Cam was talking about 1E1. Then there's the one where Brandy was rapping Cam lyrics in a mirror and he just shows up over
Yeah.
his shoulder.
Those are the only 2 I've seen.
Nah, so then there's the one today where they're doing like patty cake.
Oh,
You know
I
what
gotta
I'm
go
saying, with
watch
their
that.
hands.
Okay.
Cam's nice. I'm like, yo, Cam got. You can tell Cam got sisters. Like,
Yeah.
he grew up around women.
Cam know how to braid hair.
Yeah, I mean, he already do all pink. You know what I mean? So,
No,
But-
that shit it's great. It's great content, man. Brandy looks good.
yeah.
I'm getting like a daytime talk show vibe from that Queen's ABC thing, but I just don't understand what Cam's role is on that show.
He gonna be Cam.
Cam gonna be Cam.
But is he like a host or is he a guest? He can't be a guest like all these days. Like I think he might just be part of he might be one of the hosts or something. I don't know. He might be like the one male guy in a room of all women.
No, it looks like it's a dance. It looks like it's like a satire, kind of like a fake dance show or something like
Oh,
that. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I don't know. I can't tell. You can't really tell with the, or maybe they're trying to make maybe it's making the group or something like that. I don't
okay.
know. But
All right.
nevertheless, we now want to get into what is Abdul watching.
Yeah, before I get to that real quick, DTLR got another New Balance coming out, man. A 992 coming out September 3rd. Did y'all see it for Labor Day weekend?
Not a
Oh,
fan.
I did
They,
see
they
it.
look good.
I
They
don't
look
like
good.
them.
They look good.
They're okay.
I like the all gray ones,
Oh,
man. Leave them alone.
side note, real quick. You need to look at Cam's Instagram because he's talking about the show, and then he's in somebody's sneaker store. He's going crazy in there. Like, look
And
at his
somebody's.
gram.
Oh,
Sneakers. Somebody's apartment has 2,000 pairs of sneakers in it.
he's on live right now.
No, it's in his story.
Oh, okay.
It's all the Jordans we just talked about. Everything. It's crazy.
Okay.
My bad.
Ab-
Go ahead.
Abdul knows whose apartment that is, by the way.
I haven't looked at it. I don't know whose it is. What am I watching? I started some new shows. There's a show called Nine Strangers on Hulu that I started watching, and it's about what's Shorty's name? Real tall Australian or some shit. She was married to Tom Cruise.
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman got a show on there called Nine Strangers. She's like this health and wellness guru from Russia, and that has a facility in somewhere in California, and they have 10 guests that are in there for a week to stay with her, and it's about that. But there's some sort of mystery behind it. It's very good writing, good acting. My guy, homie from Snowfall, is also in it. Man Boy, you remember Man Boy? Did anybody watch Snowfall?
Nah.
I
Okay.
did not.
Well, there's a character in Snowfall called Man Boy, and he's actually in this new show. And so really, really good. I think there's 3 or 4 episodes out right now. I caught up on it, and I think a new episode might have dropped, but I gotta check that out. I also started watching this show called Brockmire on also on Hulu, and it's about a guy that commentates baseball games, and he went crazy on the air once because he found his wife cheating on him. Anyway, he ended up losing his job, moved to like Thailand, and was like going crazy out there. And anyway, got a job commentating like small baseball games in some town in Pennsylvania, and came back to America, and it's just about that. So I went through the first season. The first season's really good. If you need to check it out, it's a lot like Eastbound and Down. You all remember that on HBO
sure,
with Kenny
for sure.
Powers?
Yeah.
So it's a lot like that. Dude is just as crude, and talks about doing a lot of coke and drugs and sleeping with lady boys in Thailand and all kinds of
shit.
crazy shit, right? But it's called Brockmire. It's on Hulu. The BMF trailer, I don't know if you all saw it. It's coming out on Stars in September for, I think, the first season. Black Mafia family. I'm excited about that. It
Yeah,
looks
that's
like
gonna be
it's
fire.
really good. And then I started this other show called Hit and Run on Netflix, and it's about an ex-Israeli soldier who's now like a tour guide. Got married to this American chick, and first episode she's coming back. There's something a little bit mysterious about Shorty, but Shorty gets hit by a car and killed. So dude starts figuring out, come to find out, it wasn't an accident. It was a hit and run, and they were trying to kill her. And it's really, really well written, very good, based in Israel. They come back to New York. I'm not going to give a lot about it and a lot about what Shorty was, but what her past was. But it's very, very good, man. So I'm on like the 5th or 6th episode of that season 1. Actually, once we get done, I'm gonna get right back to watching that, man. So it's called Hit and Run. Other than that,
You caught up on The Godfather of Harlem?
no, I'm gonna let that shit cook, man. The new season started, right? I think they're like
Nah,
2 or
it's
3
like-
episodes.
I think it's like the two last episodes of like season
Oh.
2.
So I'd already watched season 2. So
But I don't know if you watched the last 2 episodes though.
really?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think it's a new season. I just think it's like the last
Okay. It's a
episode
continuation.
12 and 13 or something. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna check it
It's
out.
good though. You should
see,
watch it.
I see them on my DVR. I just haven't
Yeah.
got to it yet.
Yeah, it's
So
fire.
I'm gonna let it sit there and collect, and then that way I can stack up and run through them. Yeah, that's all I got for TV, man. Nas King's Disease 2, still fire.
Oh, I'm
Still
going to
fire.
the Nas show in Queens.
You are? You bought tickets?
Yeah, we got tickets.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You going just for the day?
Now we probably make a weekend out of it.
Nas is here the weekend of the 18th,
Yep.
Off what?
September.
Where?
Anthem.
Anthem.
The tickets already went up.
Not sure. Nas and D Nice.
Ooh.
Oh,
Kenny Burns?
shit.
I
Wait,
think- I
this is
think
a party?
It's,
How do you get tickets to that?
I think it's a
The
Hampton
li-
Howard.
the Lizzie could get you tickets if D Nice is in the building.
Come on, Clark Kent. What's up? Are you coming down that weekend? Oh, September 18th. Actually, Clark might be here. Is that the Black Caucus weekend?
Oh, it might be Congressional
no,
Black
I think it's
Caucus.
It's Hampton Howard weekend.
No, that's in October.
yeah,
That's in
listen to me.
October, not September.
No. You're thinking Howard Homecoming.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's Hampton Howard.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Hampton plays Howard football. The
Got
collective PAC history makers. The tickets went on sale 4 days ago. You've got Nas and D Nice. Yeah, at the
Wow.
Anthem. Doors at 6:30.
Do you need vaccine to get in there? Because Anthem isn't Anthem like 9:30 and all that affiliated.
They were saying that. Yeah, the
There's
tickets.
gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot of tickets getting sold out front.
Yeah, right. The tickets are $155.
Sheesh.
That's how much they were in Queens. They're like 130 each or something like that. 140.
Mm-hmm.
They might not even be available anymore.
Hold on, I can let you know.
We're
right
gonna sneak
now.
in.
Oh, we got to go to that show.
I mean, I'm not going to that show, but I respect it. You know what I'm saying?
I want to go.
That's a get money weekend for me. But yeah, so there's a lot going on. Obviously, there's a woman by the name of Cleo Soul. She's a lead singer from a group called Salt. Cleo Soul is an amazing artist. She just put a new album out. Very, very good.
Cleo Soul.
King's Disease, I did listen to in Arizona on repeat. It's really good. I don't
You
know.
had it bumping in the whip, didn't you?
No.
Yeah, you did.
No.
You could say it.
I didn't. But I don't know if it's better than the first. I think I do like it better than the first one. The
I
song
like
with,
it better than the first two.
The song with Lauryn Hill is incredible. Like,
Fire.
that's just a great song.
The Sunday brunch joint is fire too.
I
The
think
first two,
Sunday Brunch is dope because we can all sort of
Relate,
we know
yeah.
DC girls.
yeah.
The little trap record I didn't really love, but it was cool. We tried a different flow on it, so I mean, it's a great album. It's a great album. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. So we'll see what happens, man. So episode 127 was a podcast. Jerome Baker III. We're back. We're ready to rock. We are in a good place. We will, we're going to be more consistent moving forward. I don't have anything, setting us back anytime soon. So, shout out
We
to my
got a
man.
lot of feedback about our last episode.
Environmental racism was a hit.
Listen,
Yeah.
sometimes that's just what happens. All right, it's all
Yeah.
good. Don't worry about it. We said what we said. We did what we did.
We meant it.
Yeah, we were here to rock. So it's all good. Don't worry about it.
So shout out to my man. Always available. Hashtag She Were Eddie.
Yo, peace.
Shout out to Don't Charge Abdul, aka Q Annan Caduce, right?
Q Annan Caduce.
Yeah. Listen, we're here. We're here.
But so, I mean, yes, you guys are live from the Republican Row. You know what I'm saying? And we'll Jerome Baker III, and I'm out. We're out.
We
Peace.
out. Peace.
One.